Welcome to Thank God It's Monday. I'm your host, Eric Twiggs. Joining me is Ted Fells, and we are the Digital Dudes. And today, I want to talk to you about how to stay positive after the door has closed. How to stay positive after the door has closed. Several years ago in my corporate career, I had the opportunity of a lifetime. I was basically offered the position of regional manager. Now, interviewing was just a formality. All of the powers that be and decision makers were assuring me that this is you, this is yours, we want you in the position. So, as the regional manager, I would have been supervising 3,000 people, and it was significantly more money.
Hmm.
And it was more visibility because there was only 5 of these positions in the entire company. There was only one small problem. One small problem. I felt in my gut that I shouldn't take it. That was it. I just felt like I shouldn't take it. I was praying about it. And everything I was getting back said, don't take it. So I would have had to move to this other town. I'm not gonna put the town out there, right? I would have had to move to this town in the Midwest. And during that time when I was trying to decide, I just kept running into people from that town. Ted, it was crazy. I'd be at the grocery store and I'd happen to meet somebody from that town. And I would say, hey, I'm thinking about making this move. And they would say, Eric, don't do it. I'd be at a party, a social event, and I'd meet somebody from this town. And I'd start talking to them about it. And they would say, oh, I hated it there. I had to leave myself. So I took all of this as a sign that I shouldn't do it. In spite of the money, in spite of the visibility, in spite of just the big jump in my career. And I felt like a door had closed. And the people I talked to in the company, they said, Eric, you're committing career suicide. Turning this position down is a career limiting move. I turned it down. The door was closed. But a funny thing happened. 3 months later, the position was eliminated. 3 months later, there was a restructuring in the company that I had no way to know that was going to happen, but the position was eliminated. So had I taken everybody's advice within the company and taken this position, I would have been out of a job. And I had a lot of experiences like that. We talk about how to stay positive after the closed door. And I know you've probably experienced a closed door in your life. If you're watching me, if you're listening to me, at some point you've had a door closed to something that you really wanted. But I have this simple strategy that I'm going to share with you that's helped me to stay positive. And I picked it up from W. Clement Stone. He's a writer, author. He was a mentor to Napoleon Hill. And here's what I've been doing that helped me to stay positive after the door is closed. When that door closes, when I hear that someone's had a door closed, my response is always, that's good. Let me give you an example, Ted. Didn't get the contract. That's good. Now you're positioned to get a better contract that you wouldn't have been available for had you gotten this one. Didn't get the promotion. That's good. Now you have more of an opportunity to get better. Didn't get the job. That's good. That means there's a better job out there for you. And it's been written that every setback has the seed to it of an equal or greater benefit. And I could tell you tons of other stories of examples when the door closed, but something much better ended up coming from it. So if you just really think that's good, think about it. When you say that's good, it forces you to think about what's good about it. And as you think about what's good about it, you start to attract that good that's already out there for you. And I promise you, if you tell yourself that's good when the door closes, you're positioned to shout, thank God it's Monday. All right, Ted, what are your thoughts?
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think you really helped someone today. All right. There's someone that, had got a no on Friday for something. You know, it doesn't seem like Friday is always the no day, right?
Why is Friday the no day? What's up with
Friday's a
that?
no day. Friday's a no day that you get the letter that you didn't get, you know, and it could be like 4 o'clock, like right before you go home for the weekend, and then you get that email or that call that says, yeah, it's not you, it's us. We appreciate it. Keep keep trying, right? And if someone got that, you know, that no, whether it was a job or a contract, or I think we've all been through it. And Monday brings you a start of a new week, right? You know, you can put that other one in your what is in your rear view mirror, right? See it behind and then look forward and you know, and your in your front window and be able to see what's ahead and what the possibilities are as you move forward. It makes me think about a time when I was, you know, in I was in high school, and I was working for a government agency, and it was a an opportunity that was given to me by a family friend, right? And had this job, and I was a young guy, and worked, working throughout the summer, and thought things were going well. And then it was like, yeah, I decided at that point at the end of the summer, I was gonna be playing some sports. So I told the supervisor, I said, I'll be you know, playing sports, but then afterwards, I'd wanted to come back and work, sure, sure. So after the season was over, and the guy that was kind of coordinating this for my school, I checked with him, say, I'm gonna go back over here and work. And he said, well, we didn't get the best glowing remarks concerning your performance at that place. And I was, what? I
Mm.
mean, one, because the person wanted me to continue working there, right? So where was there a problem, right? And so yeah, so what happened from that was the guy who was a kind of our coordinator at the high school said, "Look, I have this other organization that I'm going to connect you with." So connected me with the other organization, and just the things that happen, within the other organization, how they treated me, money, my opportunity. It was just an amazing opportunity for me. And I would get jobs every summer and
Mm.
during college break. And again, it's like, man, it's great. So here's the interesting thing. So this next summer, you know, they had a freeze, so that organization couldn't bring me on. Again, door closing. But a person who worked with me there had gone to another agency altogether, brought me over to that agency. From that agency came an internship. From that agency, uh, became a full-time position in the government that I just was continuing to increase really
Mm.
quickly. Like at my age, at that point of maybe mid-20s or so, I was at a very high position there. And even that became the kind of like the I would say kind of the base that kind of got me to my company, right? Because the people I connected with there and things that I learned there are things that catapulted me into getting my company started. I'm still connected to a lot of those people, and so again, like you said, I mean, a door closed, another door opened up, then that door closed, then another door opened up. So each time, I was just thankful and blessed that there was other things, uh, you know, in front of me that I had no idea about. And if you think about any of those times, like you said, maybe I'd been in that same place, I wouldn't have connected with some other folks. And I think, a lot of that I just, I tie to faith as well. Like, it's gonna work out. Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out. And I know oftentimes, talking to people and experiencing this myself is when you have that disappointment, you think there's no way that there's anything better than what you just missed out on. Like every job opportunity you don't get, it's like, I can't believe it. But then when you get that right one, then it's like, oh, okay. That contract, you're like, it's so devastating. I didn't get it. But then but once you get that feeling of getting the right one, and you forget all about the ones that you didn't get. So yeah, I just think that when that door closes, you just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward, you know, and so yeah, I know this is helping some people out today, right? Fresh start. You know, it's the holidays. That's another thing. Like, you're in this place. Oh, they're not. It's not a lot of job opportunities now, or contract. Like everything is, you know, it's the holidays and things aren't moving. Yeah, just keep just keep moving. Keep your foot on the gas, and it'll work out.
Yeah, that's an amazing story. Just think if it wasn't a
Thank you.
hiring freeze, there may not be a new core vision. You just never know. You
Yeah,
may not be Ted, the CEO. You
may
just
not be
never know
doing this
how.
podcast. Think about
Right.
the
Yeah.
podcast. Things we
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
All these things were not even thinking about my situation. Who knows? If I move
Mm.
out there to the Midwest, and who knows? I may not meet my wife. I may not be at Mount Zion. I may not meet you. You just never
Yeah,
know how
man.
things work out. And you just have to
Wow.
work off of that belief that we talk about all the time, that
Yeah.
everything is happening for you
Mm.
and not just to you.
Wow.
That's got to be the fundamental belief. And if
Yeah.
you really believe that, you'll really say, okay, yeah, that's good. I didn't get this because something better is coming. So
Man, that's
that's
great.
it. That we'll leave
That's
you with
great.
that today. So I just want you
That's
to,
good.
no matter what happens, that's good.
That's good.
That's our time for this week, and that's good. Thank God. Thank God it's Monday.